all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Is that right? Yeah, fresh dinner, mom, yeah. And we about to hit the club, yeah. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Fresh dinner, mom. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. About to hit the club Friday. We gon' be in our PJs. Tap in, Jammin with Juice, live.
Okay.
So y'all can see us live.
Yeah.
Okay.
In our PJs today. That's what we doing on this lovely Tuesday.
Is that right?
What's up? Truth Nation and all the juicy jammers out there. What is poppin'? Happy Tuesday. You are now sipping on Jammin' with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And you know I got my boy Ben Jammin' with me.
It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos.
Holla.
And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue. Okay, and we have a very, very special show for you guys today. I'm so excited. If y'all are tapped into our YouTube page right now at 1017 The Truth, you can see that Benjamin and I, we came correct today, okay? We came correct. How we come correct today? Like, what are we wearing right now, Ben?
You know, Kane very player. You know, Kane very, you know what? We're on the air. I have a whole new persona today. I'm no longer Ben Jammin. I'm not Ben Jammin anymore.
Don't you dare say it.
Should I tell him? I mean,
oh my God, you gonna say it?
FCC might come at your boy.
They definitely gonna come at your boy if you tell them what you are. What is your vibe today? Who are you today?
It's okay. It's okay, Juice World. It's okay.
All
everybody
right.
out there, Truth Nation. But yes, just know that I came very player today. Very Hugh Hefner of me. All right. Juice World came in here.
Very juicy.
Yeah, very juicy.
Very juicy. Okay.
Looking like a peach.
Okay. Ooh, a peach.
Looking like a peach.
I'll take it like a cute little Georgia peach. But the reason why we are dressed in our pajama jams today, everybody, we got a very special guest in the building. Somebody who definitely got the juice. I'm talking about Kayla Lewis Allen, everybody, cultural curator, founder of Full Circle Television, and just overall event curator from FCTV Game Night. We all gonna eat, love, and laugh retreats, which is for couples. We be abroad, a host, literally and everything. Okay, we got Kayla Lewis Allen in the building. What's
Thank y'all for
poppin'?
having me. I'm so happy to be here today, and I'm so happy that y'all came in y'all pajamas. Y'all came correct.
Yes,
Y'all
we came correct. You came correct too, though, my girl.
You got
Okay.
the onesie on, right?
You know, the onesie. I had to pull the onesie out real quick.
Those are very comfortable now.
No, for
Oh, yeah.
real.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
literally, a onesie definitely gonna see me coming in the near future. Not gonna lie to you.
I need me a onesie.
I would love to see you in a onesie, Benjamin. Next time we do this, wear a onesie.
Why not? I'll take y'all back to me being like 5 and wear a Power Rangers onesie.
Well, at least not a diaper. You wore a diaper before for Halloween,
That's
so
very true.
Did you?
he did.
Yeah. I was damn near like ass naked with a diaper on.
That's Benjamin. But I know y'all are probably wondering what the heck y'all got going on here. Why are y'all in y'all pajamas?
Is it pajama day?
Yeah, like,
Right,
is it
right.
pajama day? And I just didn't know. It definitely is pajama day because right now we are about to talk to Kayla about her event this Friday, September 13th at Element Lounge. It is her 8th FCTV Game Night Pajama Jam Edition. And let me tell y'all, I have been to one of Kayla's game nights before. And when I tell you it was so fun, like it was one of the most fun experiences being around Black people, young people, like millennials. Turning up, and I know what you would probably expect, like, oh, everybody come together. Like, did you know everybody? I didn't know everybody, but it felt like I knew everybody. That's literally how a game night, FCTV game night, feels when Kayla throws these game nights. So I want you to tell us a little bit more about this game night and what is going to be going down this Friday.
Yeah, so FCTV Game Night, I would say, is a cultural experience. We started FCTV Game Night back in 2021 when everybody was just like in the house and they were kind of feeling like, dang, I really miss connectivity. I really miss community. And I knew that everybody was just like at home, at the crib, wanting to come together and party. And like you said, Juice, like we are millennials, so we're not trying to go to the club. We're not trying to turn up all the time, but we still want this like fun thing to do. And that's what FCTV Game Night is. For people who have never experienced it, I always kind of like describe it as being like Wildin' Out or Family Feud. We make sure that it is interactive. We bring everybody into the games, whether you're playing the stage games or the host Ernest is walking around and he's getting you engaged, but everybody in the building is engaged in the games.
Yes, and like I said before, you don't even have to know everybody there. It's going to feel like family, like your cousins.
Yes.
When I see Kayla,
Yes.
I be feeling like this is one of my cousins, like for
love
real.
that.
And that's just
Yes.
the vibe of the game nights from, like you said, the Wildin' Out type games.
Yep.
And I know this year also you're going to have like the spades area.
Yes.
So if y'all want to get busting some spades, not by me, because I don't know how to play yet. But you can go ahead and do that, and it's just so much fun. But I do want to ask you, why Pajama Jam? Okay, because it seems like maybe you kind of have a theme every single time.
Yeah.
So walk us through like the themes you have done so far and why you picked Pajama Jam this year.
So we started doing themes a couple years ago. We did a Halloween one, and I was like, oh my God, that was so much fun because people really brought out their creativity. I thought that people were going to come in like these hoochie mama costumes. No, people were really like doing their whole face. They were really coming in theme. So then last year we did the early 2000s theme, and when I say it looked like I was back in middle school again. Like everybody was in their jabot straps, their frosty suits, their name belts, all of these things. So that really let me know that people like themes and they appreciate them and they just can't wait to do something in theme. So I'm like, okay, we've done Halloween, we've done early 2000s. What is another thing that people can like really get on and like have a great time in? I was like, pajamas. Like, let's get everybody in a room, get them comfortable. You can let your hair down, you can put on your do-rag, you can wear your robe. Like, I want everybody to come in this space and be comfortable. And it's also the day after my 35th birthday. So
Happy early birthday.
thank you. This is kind of like my birthday sleepover, like my community birthday sleepover. So it's going to be a good time.
Huh?
Yeah, for everybody to come.
I love that. Now, with that being said, Kayla, my question to you is, what was your childhood like? For you to, you know, have progressed into the woman you are today and still hold on to those childhood memories of playing games, doing Double Dare, watching those TV shows, things like that. I mean, I'm pretty certain you even remember Soul Train.
Oh, yeah.
How does that align with you
Dude,
today?
that Soul Train.
Hey, Soul Train
Throw
was
it
the
back,
thing.
bro. She probably was a kid, bro.
I was definitely a child watching Soul Train. Excuse me.
Funny.
But no, my childhood was filled with fun. So I've always been involved in a lot of activities. So I've always been on a stage. Like I was a dancer for Milwaukee Public Theater. So I grew up with a community of people, a team of people. And when we were like on our way to shows and coming back from shows, we would always play games and do little stuff just to keep ourselves occupied because we didn't have cell phones like that back then.
Right.
So we had to engage with other people and just like really be there, be present. So that's what a lot of my childhood was, running track, being a cheerleader, dancing, always being a part of some type of team.
How do you... I'll keep going, Ben.
Well, I was going to say that is very interesting. That's very interesting. With that being said, Kayla, how do you go about coming up with the games and
Hey, you read my mind.
Hey, you know how we rock, but how'd you come up with all those things?
So I look at Wildin' Out for a lot of my influence. Okay, like what are they doing? They're using props. They're bringing back a lot of nostalgic stuff. So one of my most favorite games is the FCC gonna come get me too. Really be messing y'all up. This is an adult spelling bee, but we don't use the word messing. We use another word. Because it really be messing them up. Yeah. And we bring a ton of people to the stage, and we have different like 5th grade words on the screen. We say, hey, spell this word, and hey, spell that word. We had 3 winners last year. They was going word for word for word for word.
That's fun.
I was like, oh, they cold. But yeah, like I do a lot of stuff that like just bring up like nostalgic vibes for people.
Spell necessity, man.
I can spell it right now.
Come on.
Neccessity.
Period.
Boom.
Okay.
Just like that.
He's a mathematician and a word whiz.
I'm a wordsmith. Y'all know I rap. I got an album coming out.
Okay, promote it. That's what I'm talking about.
Talk to me.
Hollywood hooks. I like that. Alliteration. That's my thing.
So with Kayla, you literally will have meetings, I have seen, with the crew in order to get everything together. What are those meetings, without like telling us too much, but what are those meetings like, and what is your goal and mission for people coming, and like when they leave, how do you want them to feel?
Yeah, so our whole mission is to make sure that people feel safe, seen, and heard when they are in game night. We want to make sure that people feel safe, seen, and heard when they're at game night. So we always come into the meeting and we talk about our objectives for FCTV game night. One of the main ones is to make sure that everybody feels connected to the host, which is Ernest, the DJ, which is Martin Too Cool, myself, and my husband, Marcus. So that is dancing with people, that's complimenting them, that's playing a game with them, that's buying them a drink. That is just being in there and being present. When people come into these spaces, like you said, you didn't know a lot of people that at FCTV game night, and that is intimidating for a lot of people. A lot of folks are like, oh, I'm a homebody, I don't do this too much. With me knowing that, I know how to get people out of their shell. So we always start the night with an icebreaker. That's me going into the crowd, hey girl, come on. Like if I see somebody standing by themselves or kind of like playing in their phone a little bit or trying to stand by the bar, like no, I want to engage everybody. So in those meetings, we're talking about how we can see the people that are kind of feeling uncomfortable or not with someone, and how we can get them to be a part of the game night. Yeah.
That's interesting that you have that spirit to do these things, Kayla, because honestly, when I go out to club and stuff like that, sometimes I'm not trying to go hard. I ain't 20.
Yeah.
I ain't 21. You know what I'm saying? I try to just experience the club. Nah, I'm just trying to chill, have a nice, cool vibe. But it seems like that's what FCTV brings to the table. Yeah. What are a few of the takeaways that you've experienced with people who have attended your parties?
Oh, man. So I always ask for reviews. I always want to make sure that we are doing the things that we say we are doing. So I always ask for reviews. And one of the reviews from the last game night was just so sentimental for me. The girl said that she was going to stay at home because it was the anniversary of her mother's death. And she was going to stay at home. But she was like, no, I want to be around some people and I want to be in good spirits. So she came to game night. Yeah. And when she came to game night, she was like, this is exactly what I needed. I needed to be with my family. And she considers us to be family. This will be her 8th game night. She has never missed a game night since we started.
Fire.
Wow. Wow.
No, that's beautiful because especially, due to this generation, everybody got some anxiety or everybody depressed, or some people just, are introverts and don't know how to go out and interact with people.
Yeah.
FCTV, to me, seems to bring about that, again, that childlike spirit inside of you. Because when you were a kid, you play board games, you do all these other things. But when you become an adult, you lose touch of that, you lose sense of that. So I'm happy that you guys are able to provide that. What do you see for yourself in FCTV in the future?
I want to be able to take this thing on tour.
Okay. No.
So I saw that I think it is R&B House was just acquired by House Party. It was like an R&B night that was just acquired by Blavity. And now they are at all of these different conventions. They are at all of these different tours. So I want to be able to package this thing up and like really make it like programmatic so that we can take it to different colleges for homecoming, so that we can take it to different conventions and events.
What?
Y'all looking like y'all thinking the same thing at the same time.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. All right. Question.
Yes.
All right. When it comes down to you expanding the brand for FCTV, and getting into other places, how do you go about filming this? Like one of my favorite shows that I personally watch on YouTube is a channel called Jubilee, and they basically put together almost childlike games or whatever for people to interact and talk. But they've got like millions of subscribers, millions of views. Have you ever thought about just creating a whole YouTube show specifically for FCTV?
Yeah, so I definitely thought about doing a show for FCTV Game Night. So, we have multiple shows on FullCircleTelevision.com. It is a media platform. We have a show called Relationship Goals, the series. But I have considered, like, making this a game show.
You should.
And I'm thinking about bringing in, like, a whole production team. Not this time, but in the future. I know that that's going to take a larger budget. I know that that's going to also take, like, a lot of different, like, contracts because now we have people in the room.
Maybe not. Just hire some horny college people. And those college
They'll do it.
College
They'll do it.
kids.
Yeah, they'll do it for you. Because you know what? Ultimately, like, think about that balloon challenge that goes. It's been going viral. Like they be having some busted people up in there. Men and females, but they've gone. That whole idea and concept has gone viral.
Yeah,
so,
like Drewski's show.
Yeah. People in there.
That was funny.
Hey.
That was hilarious.
Drewski's show in the house. If y'all have not seen it on his YouTube, please go check that out. That is one of the most hilarious reality shows I've seen lately.
Well, that and the auditions.
The auditions.
The auditions are hilarious. It's so funny because I actually was just watching Funny Marco, and he has something going on his show called Open Thought, and that's what he's basically doing right now is doing auditions. So maybe you should audition like some people to come to FCTV. Like,
I like that idea. I see the vision. Yeah, like so. I'm steadily following Nick Cannon and how he's been doing his thing and how he started. He filmed this pilot by himself and tried to sell it, and it didn't work at first. And then he was like, man, I'm just going to promote this myself. I'm going to do it myself, and look at the success that it's gotten.
You should. You got the power to do it now.
I'm not going to lie. Whenever Kayla want to do something, she do it.
Thank you.
I've only known her a few years, but it just feels very much so an executor. So you definitely will be able to do all of the things, okay? And I know that for sure. Before we wrap up this segment really quickly, I do want to ask you, or not really ask you, but talk about the black businesses that you also will have there at FCTV Game Night, because it's not just games.
Nope.
What do you call the road? I think it's like
Black Business Boulevard.
Yes, Black Business Boulevard at FCTV Game Night. So talk a little bit about some of the businesses that will be there vending at the game night.
Yeah, so we always make sure that we have black businesses in the space of FCTV Game Night so that they can promote their things with our audience. So we're using our platform to shine some light on those businesses. So we have a black-owned wine brand, 3759 Wine. We have Chill Sweats. We have Heal Black Men. We have 7 Streams. We have Girls Love Kicks all the way from Chicago. We have a vendor coming in all the way from Chicago. We have Steel Focus, Authority Girl, and FCTV merch will be in the building as well. So if you haven't gotten your Rooting for Everybody from Milwaukee tee, you can definitely get it at FCTV Game Night.
Yes, everybody. That is this Friday, September 13th at Element Lounge. What time does it start?
7 to 11 p.m.
7 to 11. Make sure you guys come in your pajamas. Okay, this is the 8th FCTV Game Night, and it is definitely not going to be the last. Make sure you guys are in attendance. How can they get tickets?
FullCircleTelevision.com.
Okay, now on the other side, we are going to continue the conversation with Kayla Lewis Allen, the founder of FCTV Game Night. We all going to eat, love, and laboratories. And I really want to get into We Be Abroad because I love that you take Black people out of the country. Okay, so we are going to get into it. If y'all have any questions for Kayla or for us here at Jammin' with Juice, make sure you call in or text in 833-212-1017, and make sure y'all are looking at us on YouTube, okay, because we came correct in the pajamas, full fits, okay, and we cute with it. All right, so keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
That's why I applaud you and your show, man, and speaking the truth to some of these people that need the truth.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
You're on the new 1017 The Truth. How you doing, Maurice?
I'm doing very well, brother, and I appreciate you having me on your show, man, and I appreciate the show itself.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk. Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we count on the support of community partners. One of those local partners is Associated Bank. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee home and promise to be a positive reflection on the community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank, member FDIC.
It's one call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, I do not want you to hesitate at all. Make one call, that's all, to Gruber Law Offices because they will truly take care of the rest. They've been around the community for 35 plus years, but also they've been around helping people, serving people, making sure those who are victims of accidents get what they truly deserve. And what I love about Gruber Law Offices is they truly focus on you healing and them taking care of all the business behind the scenes. And here's the thing, there's no fee. You don't pay any cost for consultation. You don't pay once you call them at all. You do not pay a single penny until they win your case. Get the winning law firm with Gruber Law Offices by calling them today at 414-276-6666. That's 414-276-6666. Or visit them at gruber-law.com. It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices.
So you may have heard of Project 2025. A plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to Jammin' with Juice. I'm your girl, Nomini Juice, always keeping it juicy and jamming with me as well. And we have a very special guest in the building, Kayla Lewis Allen, founder of Full Circle Television, and she has her Full Circle Television game night Pajama Jam themed coming up this Friday, September 13th at Element Lounge. Make sure you guys get your tickets because it's going to be so much fun, which is why Benjamin and I and Kayla, we are all in our pajamas. She got the hood on right now.
I thought you had a teddy bear.
Listen, come to correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
Make sure y'all tap in on our YouTube at 1017 The Truth so you can see just how fire we all look right now.
In our pajamas.
Okay, in our pajamas.
I look like I could be Hugh Hefner.
No, you really do.
For
like
sure.
You look like you got a Versace robe on right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Gerardo on our YouTube chat board. Anybody wanting to chime in on our YouTube chat board, make sure you do it right now. Okay, but he goes on to say, I am not jamming today. I am jamming.
Jamming.
I'm jamming. I like that one, Gerardo.
And Benjamin in their pajamas. That's funny. 833-212-1017 if you want to chime in and talk about our lovely outfits or just Full Circle Television game night with Kayla right now. And I'm going to head to the line. We got Eastside Corey on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
I love what you're wearing. Oh, my God.
Thank you, Eastside Corey.
And some juice on my jamming. Juice and jamming, okay? I'm like that.
Period.
Okay.
Juicy jamming.
Okay, thank God you ladies and are not wearing the bonnet. I don't know about the
It might be some people wearing their bonnets at the game night. I ain't gonna lie.
It may be some bonnets in the building.
What's wrong with the bonnet, Eastside? I mean, if these females want to wear bonnets, let them wear bonnets.
Stop saying females.
Hey, I got my do-rag on. I mean, that's how we get down in our culture.
You guys need some teddy bears and some squishy toys.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Eastside Corey, for tapping in. Make sure you go to the game night, and I want to see what pajama jams you got on, all right?
Girl, I don't wear no jammers.
Oh, you coming naked? All right.
But.
Oh, butt naked. Period.
Like
you better do that, Eastside Corey. Thanks for tapping in today. All right, so
interesting.
Eastside Corey would do it.
I'm not gonna lie. Only thing that Eastside really hit on that I actually experienced today is he was like, "Hey man, you guys look really comfortable." I look so comfortable that a white man came and hugged me today. He was like,
"Oh
you
wow,
look comfortable."
I want to give you a hug.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, come on, give me a hug. You know, I'm
live vicariously through you.
Right.
Period.
It's all good, though.
But right now I want to hit on We Be Abroad, because We Be Abroad, I actually want you kind of to describe it, but in my eyes, what I see We Be Abroad as is literally a black family reunion, but international.
Yeah. Is it a bunch of women?
No,
it's
everyone.
co-ed.
It is a co-ed trip that FCTV, it's through FCTV, correct? Yeah, FCTV throws every single year where they take a bunch of black folk. Well, you don't have to be black, but
it's for us.
It's for us, by us, okay? And she takes them to an international location. She went to Paris in 2022. She took them to Egypt in 2023. I want to make sure I say this right. Carousel in 2024, and coming up in February, Black History Month, by the way, she does
Always
this in
Black History
2025. They're going to Thailand.
Yes.
Ooh, I've been meaning to go to Thailand.
Man,
listen.
Tell us how this all came about.
Is it free?
No, it's not free. So We Be Abroad came about after my husband and I went to Paris for our honeymoon, and we were like, dang, this is affordable horrible. Like, and we didn't know that. So we were thinking that other people didn't know that as well. So our first trip was back to Paris, somewhere that we had been, and we felt comfortable and safe to bring folks. And then I'm like, I want to make this thing bigger, and I don't want to plan it all on my own. So I partnered with Traveling Auntie. She's a travel agent, and she has been all over the world. So I wanted to bring her on so that she can make sure that we're good when we're going out of the country. And she came on board with us to go to Egypt. So literally, like you said, it's like a Black family reunion, but like out of the country. So I want to show people that traveling abroad is safe, it's comfortable, and it is obtainable. Like, you can afford this thing. So we do provide payment plans. So we break the payment down. For Thailand, we had 8 payments. So it's very small payments so that you can be able to experience another country.
How much it cost?
So for Thailand, it was $2,200, and that includes everything but the flight.
Okay.
So that includes your stay, all of our activities, dinner, food, like all of the things.
What kind of activities do you usually try to find for people? Because I feel like getting a whole bunch of people together is, one, it's hard to get them out the group chat.
Oh, God.
It's hard to get them trips up out the group chat. But also, it's hard to find stuff that everybody might be interested in doing when they are out. So how do you and Traveling Auntie kind of come up with the activities?
So we've learned to now build in a rest day, a day that people can go out in leisure. They can go do their own things because, like you said, not everybody wants to do everything. But we always try to find like a cultural aspect, so something particular to that country to go do. So when we were in Curacao, we were able to see like where the slaves came over to Curacao, and we were able to get the history of their migration to Curacao, because people are probably like, oh, it's this cute little country. Like no, slaves were brought here, and then they had to do what they had to do in Curacao. So we were able to get that cultural component, but then we also have like a turn up. We want people to have a good time, so we went out to the club, got some drinks, had food, had a great time. And a lot of our time in Curacao was spent at the beach and at the pool, but it was such a great time. We brought our speaker out there, and we just had a good time.
Okay, really quick, for those people who do not know what Carousel is, can you explain where Carousel is at?
Carousel.
Yeah, so it's in the ABC Islands. So it's near, so it's Curacao, and it's near Aruba. So wherever that is, like, it's down in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I'm thinking it's in Africa or Malaysia.
Oh, no.
Carousel.
I mean, they have in Egypt.
Yeah, we have in
Egypt
Egypt.
Looks lit, seeing the pyramids.
Oh my God, Egypt was so much fun. It felt like a dream. Like, I literally wanted to cry. So when we had been traveling for days, so we had did a stint in Paris. So we kind of made it a 3 trips in one kind of thing. So we did a stint in Paris, and then we headed over to Egypt. And when I say I saw all of these Black people like smiling, getting off of our like little tour bus and going into the hotel, I'm like, we really did this thing. We really got Black people in Egypt. Like, it felt so good. And Melanie, Traveling Auntie, she did an excellent job. We had security. We had armed security.
Oh, you're not police?
Yeah, we had armed security. Okay. We had tour guides, and then we also had transportation for the whole group everywhere we went.
Oh, wow. No, y'all protected that. That's important.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it was very important, because one of the things that we saw was like, people go out there and get robbed if you do not have, take all the proper precautions. Like, people go out there and get hurt.
Being a tourist.
Yeah.
I done seen Locked Up Abroad before.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. I used to watch that on National Geographic.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, my God. I used to love it. And it was like on accident. Like, a lot of stuff was happening on accident. Like, oh, I didn't know that I couldn't do this. So that was a thing, too. So on our trip, there were a lot of lesbian couples, but they cannot show public affection. Same sex could not show public affection.
What would happen
in Egypt? They would go to jail
immediately.
I don't know how that whole thing's work, but
they didn't want to risk. They didn't want to find out.
Yeah. So in our meetings, we do Zooms before we go over, just telling people what to be prepared for and stuff like that. Like, you probably can't be doing all that PDA over here.
Yeah.
Dang. How did they feel about that though?
I think that everybody was comfortable with it.
Okay.
Just like, we'll do that when we get back to our hotel, back to our room or whatever. But I think that that's one of the big things that we do when we host these like lives and these meetings, is just letting people know what to prepare for, because you don't want to get out there and get locked up, like you said.
Yeah.
What's the most outrageous law that you found out in another country that is like, oh my God, to Americans it'd be crazy? Like, you know how it was that one girl who went over to Dubai and she was, cussing.
Oh, yeah,
stuff, locked up. What have you found?
That's that's one of the things. Another thing is like showing too much skin in Egypt. Like we were telling everybody, like make sure we ain't saying turtleneck it up, but cleavage and legs all out. Like we went out to the market and one girl had her cleavage out. And they were giving her the nastiest looks. Like, no, it wasn't breaking the law, but they like, we don't play that over here. We don't do that over here.
It's crazy the stuff that we can do in America.
Or the freedom that we have.
Freedom sometimes, okay, I ain't gonna get too into it, but freedom sometimes to too much of an extent because like how safe it is in other countries compared to here and all the shootings and stuff that we be having, I just be like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. But we not here for that. Y'all also do a game night whenever you are out internationally as well. And I have seen some of the reviews from people who have came there and then left wherever it is that y'all went. And they feel very connected to everybody who went with them. It really does feel like a family reunion. So how does that make you feel knowing that you really bring people together in such a positive way?
It's a good feeling because like I said in the first half is that people are not used to people being so welcoming. People are not used to coming into an environment where they feel accepted for exactly who they are. So it makes me feel good that we are providing that space for folks because a lot of times you feel like you have to show up with your representative like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to act. This is how I'm supposed to dress. This is how I'm supposed to talk when I enter in this room. But we had people coming from all over the world. So for Egypt, we had people from the Netherlands, from the Bahamas, from Canada, from Texas, from New York, from Milwaukee. We had people from all over, and what we were able to find out is like we all pretty much the same. Like we, no matter where we're coming from, we're all pretty much the same. And like you said, people were able to connect on personal levels outside of me, like go do their own thing. And like I know one of the girls from Arizona met up with a girl from Canada, like flew to Canada and had lunch with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long-lasting relationships and friendships. But it seems like that's really, truly what you just are about is relationships and community and just bringing people together.
Yes.
Like no matter what, that is always in the middle, at the heart
it's
of
always the root
everything
of
you're doing. It's community. I remember you had posted a reel not too long ago just talking about the importance of community, and I just feel like today we kind of lack that with social media, and like we were talking off air before, it's just different. Social media makes things a lot different, but I love that you just love bringing people together. That is amazing.
Did you ever have to leave somebody?
Like if we were
in the other country?
Yeah, in another country, or just be like, you know what, you can't come with us because you just too ratchet.
Oh, no, we haven't ever had to leave anybody. I think that we set that standard early.
Okay.
I go live to announce the trip, and then we do Zooms leading up to. So you got to know, like, you know, like, I got to be like this. Like, and I'm not saying, like, you have to
conform.
Know how to act. You just got to know how to act.
And
if I'm telling you can't be in public cussing in another country because you're going to get locked up and you're going to be by yourself because we weren't cussing all out in public. So, yeah, it's just like knowing who you are and where you are.
You get quality people.
Yeah. No, we have a great time.
Hey.
Now, we are going to start leaving people when it comes to saying be down in the lobby at 10 a.m. because we got an excursion and people be on black people time. Yeah. We be waiting a long time, and I'm like, that is over for Thailand. If y'all are not in the lobby when we say be in the lobby, you're going to have to figure it out.
Right, you get a free day.
Yeah, you get a free day.
We are talking to Kayla Lewis Allen, founder of Full Circle Television. She's got her 8th game night going down this Friday, the Pajama Jam at Element Lounge. Now, when we return, I want to talk about your entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah.
Because doing a lot of this stuff, I know it can be hard, and it is not something that people always talk about when they're taking on these type of tasks, trying to get everything in order. So I just want to hit on what your journey kind of has been like. So if you want to tap into Kayla Lewis Allen and Jammin with Juice, you got a question or anything like that, 833-212-1017. Check us out on YouTube. See us in our Pajama Jams because we looking so fire, so juicy. But make sure you keep it locked, though, because it's Jammin with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Milwaukee Public Schools is getting ready to welcome students back to the classroom. The first day of school is September 3rd for all MPS students, and if you haven't enrolled your child yet, now is the time. They offer a wide array of school options to meet the unique needs of your child. Go to mpsmke.com/enrollmps for more information. You're always welcome to visit MPS Student Services Building at 5225 West Valete Street for help with enrolling. Stop in between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you for choosing Milwaukee Public Schools.
Connie's Compassionate Care is a Wisconsin Medicaid Badger Care Plus benefit program designed to help pregnant women retain the support and services needed to have a healthy baby, from medical appointments, transportation, and health education support. So, if you or anyone you know can benefit from our agency, call 414-550-7521 to speak with Lasagna. Connie's Compassionate Care has got you covered.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. BEFAST.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
Over the past 20 years, Wisconsin has seen a huge increase in reported elder abuse cases. Elder abuse is the verbal, physical, emotional, sexual, or financial abuse of a senior citizen. It can also be the intentional or unintentional neglect of an older person. Wisconsin's population of seniors 65 and older is projected to grow significantly in the coming decades. That's why we all share the responsibility to help protect our seniors by recognizing and reporting any signs of elder abuse. If you believe that elder abuse has been inflicted upon yourself or someone you know, please report it. Call the Wisconsin Elder Abuse Hotline toll-free at 1-833-586-0107 or visit reportelderabuswi.org. Respect our elders. Report abuse. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Justice.
This project is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $120,000 with 100% funding by ACL HHS. The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official views of nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
What a shame. I heard my brother causing wreck. Geeked up off coffee beans and talking out they neck. What you mean that you
What's poppin', Juicy Jammers? You are tapped into Jammin' with Juice, and I'm your girl Noni, just looking oh so fly and oh so juicy, and my lovely PJs looking like I'm ready to hop into my mattress, my Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. Now let me tell you guys that your best night's sleep, it starts on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedics are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedic Queen Hybrid mattresses start at only $48 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month financing. Sleep better tonight on a new Tempur-Pedic. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Welcome back. We still got Kayla Lewis Allen in the building, everybody. Founder of Full Circle Television and a whole lot of other things. Okay, she is just a master cultural curator and event curator. I love everything that she does. So dedicated to her craft. But now I want to get into your entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah.
Because with all of the things that you curate and all of the events that you put together, I know that can't be easy.
No.
So even when it comes to like, and you don't have to go super deep into it, but like when it comes to funding or when it comes to support or just you doing it on your own, how do you go about having the idea in your head and making sure it gets executed? What is that process and just that overall journey like for you all around?
I am a type of person that if I do not act on my idea right away, I start to overthink it, and I start to think that it is a bad idea, and then I just don't do anything with it. So like my point of thought to execution is always like really, really quick. Even if we're talking about We Be Abroad, literally we went from idea, oh, we should take Black people from Milwaukee to Paris. That happened within 5 months. That we got people, we wrote the announcement out, we told them where we were going, what we were doing, how much everything cost to getting to Paris. So I act really, really quickly. And one thing that I can say with Full Circle Television, the FCTV fan, we've been able to build a community that if we say we're doing something, they love us, they trust us, they believe in us, they're coming to do whatever the thing is. And with like FCTV Game Night, this last time, I'm like, okay, this time coming up, I'm like, I can't do this alone anymore. And I reached out for help. I said, hey, who would like to be a volunteer of FCTV Game Night? We're not at the point where we can pay people. We're not at the point where we can put people on a payroll. But the love and support is so real that so many people reach out like, I will come help. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. So I think that it's really about going back to building that community, and they're like literally helping me like move forward.
How were you able to build up that community? Because I know even with how things are today, everything is on social media, or, you know, you don't always get to touch the hands of the people who follow you and know you all the time. So how are you able to build up a community so strong to the point where they're like, I want to be a part of whatever it is that you got going on, because it's just like, I love you, or I love what you got going on?
It started literally during the pandemic. So like you just said, like they're reaching out and like not being able to touch people. I went live every single Monday at 9 p.m. on Instagram, and I brought guests on, and we talked about topics that were really like plaguing the Black community during that time. So we talked about finances and like how to stretch our money during this pandemic. We brought people on, and they talked about sex work and poly relationships and things that were just happening within our community, things and topics that people weren't touching on and talking about. And people were able to actually get to see who I was, get to hear my voice, get to learn my personality. And from there, they were like, okay, we're ready to kick it with you. So once the world opened back up and we were able to be back outside again, FCTV Game Night was really that vessel for us to build the community offline.
Now, are those poly relationships going on abroad with you?
I'm not sure. Okay. I don't ask people like what their relationship status is to come on the trip, but we welcome everybody. I think that that's the beauty of just being in a community, is just being able to have all these different points of views.
Got you. Now, another question in regards to your entrepreneurial spirit and your journey being an entrepreneur. Some people say that if you're going to be an entrepreneur and you're going to do it greatly, you need to, be by yourself and lead by yourself. How have you been able to balance the relationship in between yourself and your husband in doing this FCTV television
together?
Yeah, we've been doing this thing together, and the only time that I could say this thing gets hard is when we're in the middle of producing a show, because my husband works a full-time job, but he's also the editor for our show. So I would be in the editing room 8 hours, and I'm just having the time, and he's like, I'm not doing that. I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna get off here at 10 p.m. we gonna eat dinner, whatever. So it has just really been fun to do this thing with him. And he really just pushes me. So I'm the type of person that, like I said, I overthink. I go through things mentally, and he's like, no, this is how we gonna do it. This is what you should do. Forget what they talking about. Forget what they saying. He really encourages me. So the only time that it get a little rough and a little rocky is if we're in that editing space.
Oh, I feel that one. Oh my God. Yeah. It can get real rough in the editing portion.
Yeah, y'all kind of on similar time.
And I love what you said during one of our live pods, is that like he edits the stuff and he helps you like produce your content. And when you are in a relationship, that's kind of what it is. Like, we are a team. Yeah. We do this together.
Yes, that's facts. I do want to ask you really quick, though, because I love that you you kind of brought up Marcus. But anyway, how is it being married so young, so to speak? Because, I mean, I know you said you're about to be 35. Yeah. Typically, people don't really like talk about it all the time of what it's like in this day and age to be married and young and a millennial. So what has that experience kind of been like for you?
Like I was very afraid to get married. I always say this when I'm talking about relationships is that I didn't really see a successful relationship in my life growing up. So when Marcus asked me to asked to be his wife, I was so nervous, and I had to sit with him and ask him, what do you think a good wife is? And he like, exactly who you are. I'm like, okay, because a lot of men have these different ideas of what a good wife is and what a great relationship is. Either you gonna be cooking and cleaning and having tons and tons of kids, but I think that we've been able to work so well together because we talk a lot about what we see in our futures and what we want. And if he's not getting fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, like he's okay with me making a quick meal or something like that. So it has been, I don't want to say like a breeze, but I think that we communicate very well, so it has been comfortable for us.
Has your marriage, or was your marriage the reason why you started Full Circle Television and the relationship, I think it was Relationship Goals series?
Yep. So it's exactly why we started Relationship Goals series. So when Marcus asked, I got nervous and I really had to sit with myself, and I started journaling. I was having anxiety attacks and I started journaling, and I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, what are you nervous about? How did you see love shown in your household growing up? Why are you afraid of love? What does it look like when conflict happened in your household growing up? And I'm literally therapying myself, and then I brought all of those questions to Marcus and started asking him the same questions. And it's crazy because people don't have those conversations in relationships, like especially when you first starting out. It's kind of like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food?
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday? Where you grow up? And like none of that, I mean, that matters, but like let's get to the root of stuff. Like let's talk about our childhoods, how we were raised, so we can know that how to interact with each other moving forward. So that's literally why and how we started Relationship Goals, the series.
Got you. Now, well, with that being said, Kayla, before we do close out this segment, I want to ask you a question that actually popped up on our YouTube chat board.
Okay.
From Vanessa. She goes on to ask, what is the most effective way you built your brand?
Really going live on Instagram, being just being relatable and just showing up consistently is literally how we've been able to build the brand.
That's beautiful. Now, with that being said, Kayla, if you guys want to be anything like Kayla, just know that you do need money, all right? You do need an investment. And today, right now, Truth Nation,
one call, that's all.
Is your chance to be a one call, that's all. Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered in to win $5,000, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number. Kayla, pick a number, 1 through 10.
Let's do be caller number 8 for 8th game night.
Be caller number 8 or Ocho if you are
oh my God,
Hispanic speaking. Right now, call in at 833-212-1017 and you'll be entered in to win $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number
8
at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com for official contest rules. Visit 1017thetruth.com.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. Be sure to tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Ring in the changing of the seasons with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra when it presents When the Saints Go Marching In, September 20th through the 22nd at the Bradley Symphony Center. The MSO and its newly appointed principal pops conductor Byron Stripling will be joined on stage by Broadway star Crystal Monet Hall, organist Bobby Floyd, and drummer Jim Rupp for a musical journey through the roots of the blues with songs like Alexander's Ragtime Band, St. Louis Blues, Sweet Georgia Brown, and so so many others. Visit MSO.org to reserve your best seats now or call the box office at 414-291-7605. Come and experience some of the most iconic hits to come out of New Orleans and the Jazz Age with When the Saints Go Marching In, running September 20th through the 22nd only. The number again for tickets is 414-291-7605 or online at MSO.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
We're here.
You brought me to a cornfield to see a scarecrow?
Well, the mortgage lender said the money for our home is in Scarecrow.
I think they said escrow.
Oh.
There's a lot to learn when buying your first home. That's why UW Credit Union offers home loans with local expertise and a lowest closing cost commitment to make the journey easy. UW Credit Union. Apply today. Equal housing lender.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
All right, Truth Nation and all the Juicy Jammers, shout out to Dante, all right, for being entered into win our $5,000 cash giveaway. Right now, real quick, Truth Nation, I want to give a shout out to Soulless, all right, for tapping in with Juicy Jammers, all the Juicy Jammers, and we might as well call this Juice Nation now.
Hey, forget Truth Nation. It's Juice Nation. It's Juicy Jammer Nation.
Facts. But we want to shout them out, man. Thank you for always listening.
Yes, and as we wrap up the show with a bow, we got about a minute left of today's program. So glad Kayla Lewis Allen, the founder of Full Circle Television and cultural curator, could join us here today talking about the 8th game night that is a pajama jam. Okay, that's why we jamming in our PJs right now this Friday, September 13th at Element Lounge, 7 to 11, you said?
7 to 11, yeah.
Let them know where they can get tickets and also just follow all of the things you're doing, like We Be Abroad and just Full Circle Television in general, because I know they're interested and want to come.
Period. So make sure that y'all get y'all tickets for FCTV Game Night on FullCircleTelevision.com. You can follow all of the things that we have going on Instagram at Full Circle Television. You can follow Game Night at FCTV Game Night on Instagram, and We Be Abroad on Instagram.
Real quick, Kayla. If I come in my birthday suit, am I okay?
Is this your birthday suit that you got on today? No. This red robe and this?
I don't even sleep like this. I sleep, let the wind come in how it come.
We're going to let the people outside deal with you. I don't think you're going to make it into FCTV Game Night.
Right.
Element Lounge going to throw you out like Jazz on Fresh Prince. Thank you guys so much for tapping in and jamming with you today. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been jamming. Shout out DJ Brother Z. Now sip on that. Shout out Kayla,
FCTV,
Lewis Allen, Tori Lowe. Show up next.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The one call, that's all Gruber Cash